Hello students, good afternoon. Today I am going to present the question answer from chapter 2 of Geography, class 9th. Yesterday I was discuss all detailed informations, and today discuss all question answer from exercise. So now let's discuss first of all MCQS. Choose the correct options. I have only write correct answer from the 4 options. Clear? So a land mass bounded by sea on 3 sides. A land mass, suppose this is a land mass which is bounded, that means covered with water, 3 sides. 3 sides water or seas referred to as what is peninsular. Already know what is peninsular. So today no need to talk about peninsular. Then second question, mountain range in the eastern part of India forming its boundary with Myanmar are collectively called, answer option number C, Purvachal. That means mountain range in the eastern part of India, forming its boundary with Myanmar are collectively called Purvachal. That means which states are situated the easternmost part of India. We know all that Arunachal Pradesh. In Arunachal Pradesh boundary, which foreign country are bounded or situated, known as Purvachal. Clear? With Myanmar called Purvachal. Third number question, the western coastal strip, already know about western coastal region, right? So western coastal strip south of Goa, that means south of Goa, from Goa to south, is referred to as which coast? Name Konard Coast. Fourth number question, the highest peak in the Eastern Ghats. Highest peak, we know that Deccan Plateau can be classified into 2 parts. That means the peninsular edges are classified 2 parts. One of them Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So here call the highest peak of Eastern Ghat known as Mahendragiri, option number C, which height 1501 meters. That is height 1501 meters. So now question number 2.1, plate tectonic. What do you mean by plate tectonic? Already discussed in the previous classes from chapter 2. Plate tectonic. Plate tectonic is a scientific theory. Scientific theory for which describing the large motion of 7 larger plates and many more smaller plates of the Earth's lithosphere. That means many more smaller plates and 7 largest plates which are describing on the Earth's surface is called plate tectonic. According to this theory, Earth consists of 7 larger plates and more than 20 minor plates. In upper class, we have to talk about what is different 7 largest plate. Clear? The Earth composed with oceanic plate and continental plate. Oceanic plate means those plates occur with water, with ocean, seas is called oceanic plates, and those plates are not occurred with water, is called continental plate. Clear? This concept is known as plate tectonic. Clear? Good. Then second number question, the continents of today were part of Gondwana land. That means which are continents known as Gondwana land in ancient period. The continents are known as Gondwana land today, including India, Australia, South America, South Africa and Antarctica, was as one single landmass. That means above all continents are situated together. Welcome again. The third question from question number 2. Bhavar. What do you mean by Bhavar? The mountain deposits pebbles. The mountain deposits of pebbles. That means pebbles means here the small particles of rocks which are deposited by the mountain with a narrow belt with the wide about 8 to 16 kilometer of laying parallel to the slope of Shivalik hills ranks according to slope is known as Bhavar. Once again I repeat, Bhavars is a term which is deposited by the mountain of pebbles. Pebbles means the small particles of rocks. The narrow belt, that means in narrow belt the wide near about 8 to 16 kilometer laying to the parallel of slopes of the Shivalik. It's known as Bhavar. South of this land, that means Bhavar, south of this Bhavar rivers and streams reversed, rivers and streams reversed and create a wet, adra, wet, swampy and marshy land, which is known as Tarai. That means the southern part of the Bhabar, where the streams and rivers remarched and create a wet, marshy and swampy land, is known as Tarai. Is known as Tarai. Clear? This is very important. Bhabar and Tarai also is very important points from the chapters. Clear? So now tour 4 question. Write the major physiographic division of India. Sorry, write the major division of Himalaya. The 4th number question, the major division of Himalayas from north to south. From north to south. North to south. Division of Himalayas. We know about all that. All about of Himalaya range can be classified from north to south into 3 parts. One of them already talked in previous classes. The Himadri Himalayan or Inner Himalayan or Greater Himalayan, and secondly Lesser Himalaya or Himachal Himalaya, and thirdly Outer Himalaya and Shivalik Himalaya. Now here Greater Himalaya or Himadri Himalaya, it is most continuous range consisting of the loftiest peaks. Loftiest peaks means here main peaks with an average height near about 6,000 meters. That means most of the peaks according to their height are situated in that region, in this region. It contains all prominent Himalayan peaks, clear, such as Mount Everest, K2, the Mount Everest, the total height near about 8,848 meters, and K2 8,595 meters, and many more peaks are situated in this region. Clear? Then middle or Himachal or Lesser Himalaya. The southern part of Greater Himalaya, which is lies near about 150 kilometer wider. How much? 50 kilometer wide. The average elevation or average altitude of this range is near about 3,700 to 4,500 meters. Clear? Then the third division of Himalayan is known as Shivaliks or outermost Himalayas. The outermost range of the Himalayas, varies between. That means the average altitude of this range near about 900 to 1100 meters, and the average with near about 10 to 50 kilometer and have the altitude varies between 900 to 1100 meters. Clear? Good. The fifth number question is Malwa Plateau. Fifth number question is which plateau lies between the Aravalli and Vindhyan range? Which plateau lies between Aravalli and Vindhyan range? We know about what do you mean by Malwa Plateau. Malwa Plateau is a part of peninsular plateau which is situated near about Narmada river, are covered major part of land in Narmada river known as Malwa Plateau. So Malwa Plateau is situated, that means here Aravalli, the western portion of Gujarat, Rajasthan also, and Vindhyan range. Between two ranges Malwa Plateau are situated. Clear? So here the island group, Malwa Plateau lies between the Aravalli and the Vindhyan range. Clear? Sixth number question, the island group of India having coral origin. Sixth number question is name the island group of India having coral origins. Name in which island group coral origin are situated. In which island group? We know that our Indian island can be classified into two island groups. One of them is Lakshadweep island group and other is Andaman and Nicobar island group. In Lakshadweep island group is ideal for coral origin. Clear? These are the questions from question number 2. Now we talk about distinguish between converging and diverging plate tectonics. Already talked in the previous class. Now distinguish, we know about the distinguish between convergent plate and divergent plate. Convergent and divergent plate. What do you mean by convergent plate boundary and what do you mean by divergent plate boundary? So distinguish between converging and diverging plate boundary. From lower classes to upper classes, from lower class to upper class, we know when we compare to each other for various features about something is known as difference. So here let's discuss about converging and diverging plate boundary. Converging and diverging plate boundary. When the two plate, first of all, converging, when two plates are move or come forward each other is known as converging plate boundary or converging plate. Converging plate is also known as destructive plate margin because most of them earthquakes and volcanic activity are formed in that particular boundary. That's why converging plate boundary is known as also here destructive plate boundary. So diverging plate boundary, when two plate, one of them oceanic plate and other is continental plate, or two continental plate or two oceanic plate can be formed converging plate boundary. When two plate moves or comes to each other, are known as converging plate boundary. Clear? And the other hand, diverging plate boundary, when the two plate diverging to each other in the opposite direction is known as diverging plate boundary. Clear? Diverging plate boundary. Second number, distinguish between two converging plate boundary, also known as destructive plate boundary, plate margin. Clear? And diverging plate boundary, also known as formative plate margin. Very important themes here. Why diverging plate boundary is known as formative plate boundary? Why? Not margin here, boundary also. Formative plate boundary. Why? What is the main reason for call the formative boundary? Why? Because when two plates moves to each other in the different opposite directions, many more volcanic activities are erupted, earthquakes are happened, mid-Atlantic series are happened, and many more topographical features are formed due to diverging plate boundary. That's why this plate boundary is known as formative plate boundary. Clear? Example, converging plate boundary example, oceanic to oceanic plate or continental to continental. Clear? And the other hand, collision. Clear? Collision means here meet to each other, meet together. Clear? And the other hand, example of divergent, oceanic and so the example of diverging plate, the North American plate separate from Eurasian plate. Clear? Is an example of diverging plate boundary. Clear? So these are the some special differences between diverging and converging plate boundary. Clear? So now discuss about Bhangar and Khadar. The difference between Bhangar and Khadar. What do you mean by Bhangar? This is very simple and very easy points. Bhagar, and Khadar. What do you mean by Bhangar and what do you mean by Khadar? Very easy. Bhangar. We know all that in previous class. We have already discussed that Bhangar. Bhangar is a land, older alluvial land, which are situated in Indian northern plain. Am I right or not? And younger alluvial land is known as Khadar. So we can write, we can tell here, we can say here, Bhangar is a older alluvial soil which are situated away from flood plain, and the other hand Khadar is a younger alluvial soil. Clear? Which are situated near the flood plain. Clear? Bhangar is less fertile than the Khadar, but Khadar is ideal and fertile for cultivation. Clear? The size of the Bhangar soils Bhangar soil covered with large area in the northern plain. Then Khadar. Clear? And Khadar soil covered less area than Bhangar in northern plain. Clear? These are the some special differences between Bhangar and Khadar. Clear? So I repeat again, Bhangar is a older alluvial soil which are situated away from floodplain. That means far away from floodplains. And Khadar is a younger alluvial soil which are situated near the floodplain. Clear? Then Bhangar is less fertile than the Khadar. Bhangar is less fertile than the Khadar. Khadar is ideal and fertile for cultivation. Bhangar soil covered with large area in the northern hemisphere than the Khadar, and the Khadar soil covered less area than the Bhangar in the northern hemisphere, northern plain. Clear? These are some differences between Bhangar and Khadar. So now talk about Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Clear? Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. We know all that Western Ghat is a edge of Indian Peninsular. Am I right or not? Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Western Ghat is a edge of western part of Indian Peninsular, and Eastern Ghat is a edge of western part of Peninsular. Clear? Western Ghat is wider to the Eastern Ghat. The average elevation of Western Ghats near about 900 to 1100, and the other hand Eastern Ghat 600. The average elevation is 600 meters. The highest peak of Western Ghat is Anaimudi and Dodabeta, which is the height near about 2695 and 2637 meters, and the Eastern Ghat is the highest peak is Mahendragiri, near about the height is 1501 meters. These are some differences between Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. So all students are requested, please do the fair copy, and rest part of the question from chapter number 2 are solved in your home, at your homes, and if any kind of queries, please ask me without any hesitations. So thank you very much. Best of luck.